right. 11 through 20, we're now going to hit complex numbers. It's not going to make a whole lot of sense to you until you guys get to the quadratics and we do the visual, okay? All right, so complex numbers, you have a real number plus, and then the imaginary number. How do you know it's imaginary? It's kind of like the coefficient to the little lowercase I. You cannot combine them. The real is real, the imaginary is imaginary. That's it. The real number comes first, the imaginary comes last. Can you have a zero real number? Yes. Can you have a zero imaginary number? Yes. But when you have two, both of them, real first, imaginary last, okay? All right, we're just going to add and subtract. It's not too bad. So if I look at 13, let me find a pen. So I'm going to do this one. Hold on. I will solve it vertical format and horizontal format. So let me get this out of the way, okay? Yeah. Okay, solve it your method. So eventually, if you can even solve it in your head, awesome. Okay, so here we go, vertical format. You have -6 minus 7i. I'm going to go ahead and take the second complex number. The 2 is a real number. The 6 is my imaginary component. And I line them up. I vertically stack them. These are my real. These are my imaginary component parts, right? And then you just do the arithmetic. So you get -6 plus 2 is -4 minus. And whether you want to write the 1i is up to you, or you can just write it as -i. So if you want to put the 1, it's up to you. But that's just it. Okay, horizontal format. If you want to write it in a line and just drop your parentheses, that's fine, and you can cross out as you go, or if you want to use markers, these are my real numbers. And then here's my imaginary. And so there is. So it's up to you. Can you do it in your head? You can do it in your head. Yeah? So just pick what you like. I'm going to do 14 on this paper too. Hold on. Okay, go to 14. Are you guys okay? Okay, 14, they're giving you 3 terms, right? Okay, so I have, if you want to do the vertical format, I'm going to have the real numbers first, the imaginary numbers second. 6i is only an imaginary. I don't have a real component, so 6i. The next one, it's a 6i. It's an imaginary. So 6i, and if you want to put the positives, just to make sure you don't accidentally subtract, right? And then now, look, you guys have to get very good with this negative distribution. Some of you are only changing the first. You got to change both. So it needs to distribute to the real 7 and the imaginary -3i. So essentially switches a sign, correct? So I get -7 plus 3i. And so notice I switch positive, negative, negative, positive because of that -1 distribution. And then just arithmetic down. And I get -7, 12, 15i. And that's your answer. Now, that was vertical. If you wanted horizontal format, 6i plus 6i minus 7 plus 3i. And then you can go ahead. Oh, wait, let me grab this marker first. Here's my -7, my only real component. And then combine the imaginary. And that's it. You just gotta watch the negatives, right? Put your phone in the center of the table. 1. Put your phone to the center. Okay, work on it for a little bit. This is the part where, hold on you guys.